And how we going, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome to College Football 26. As we are on the road to the National Championship, we're in SEC play. We are in Oxford, Mississippi for this ball game, as it's the Ole Miss Rebels trying to defend home field against the #1 team in the land, the Alabama Crimson Tide.
Guys, let's get this thing rolling. Alabama about to kick off to get things started.
And so here we go.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Ole Miss offense will get the first swing of the game.
And Marcel Reed, Ole Miss's quarterback, is in the Heisman race.
This guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game. Maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what this guy
I just wish we could have seen Dolphins today.
Looking to throw is Reed.
And Reed can't get away from Kelby Collins.
Down at the 17.
And that is how you silence this raucous crowd. Defensively on the road. First drive of the game, setting the tone, getting a huge sack on third down.
And the #1 defense in the land, the Alabama Crimson Tide.
Kick is in the air. Wants to return it. That's a perfect
And Cole Adams going to bring it up to the Ole Miss 41.
Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. The Crimson Tide offense comes out, and now they'll go on.
And Caleb Edwards, who should be a #1 overall pick in the draft. He's done phenomenal this year for us.
Going right to work up top. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete. Let's talk about Alabama. Every team needs those big dudes up front, and man, they got a mauler from the high school recruiting ranks. Big 4-star D lineman. David, what's his adjustment going to be like?
Well, you see the excitement from the fan base. And the
Man, I'm going to have to
reactions
get better
all over the place,
headphones.
and you understand why. Because just being able to have that size at that position, play the defensive line.
Glad to have each and every one of you, ladies and gentlemen, watching around the world. Here we go.
They'll leave it with the lone back.
And Young
Headed to the end zone.
going to barrel his way right through into the end zone.
Touchdown, Bama.
Yeah, coming into
And you
the
see,
game,
I'm not so worried with Jan Miller being injured because Richard Young will pick up the slack, so will A.K. Deere.
Another explosive plays. They've been doing it all year long. Those plays are backbreakers. Defenses just can't contain this offense.
Ooh, and Ole Miss almost blocked that field goal.
Makes it 7-0. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on.
A big shout out to everyone watching around the world. We're going to be back in Arkham City when I move and go to Oklahoma.
And he'll just take a knee in this drive.
Big shout out to everyone watching in Sweden.
The Ole Miss offense ready
Yeah.
to go back to work. They went 3 and out on their first possession. Now to see if they can be more productive this time around. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Gets rid of it.
Oh, almost picked off.
The pressure there caused the mistiming.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that's...
And now if you see number 7 and number 5, this is man coverage here on that right side. And he had the coverage because look at that, number 7 was all the way down the field. That would have been a touchdown had he just seen it. Instead, they went to run the ball.
It's Reed. And it's incomplete on third down.
We talked to the coaches coming into this one. They know
And so Ole Miss just
huge factor for them winning this one.
missing a huge play there.
This game, great job getting down and covering.
And there you see some of the games below.
Decide to play it safe again here on the field.
This guy is a
And so now if you look on the left, you see that man-on-man coverage there.
Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. He's got it. Crosses the 30, he's got a lane. And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27.
And just beautiful, beautiful.
Time playmakers on the outside. Now look, Alabama's had
I mean,
great receivers.
if you've seen that,
David Palmer way back in the day, but nowadays it's sort of part of the DNA for the Crimson Tide.
Man, the run they had for several years was unbelievable with Judy and Ruggs and Cooper and Devontae Smith. Like, we could just keep going on guy after guy after guy that they had that wore that uniform that was a big-time elite playmaker on the outside.
Number 4 Arizona going to be taking on Cincinnati.
Keeping it on the ground on first and goal.
And again, the Alabama offensive line winning the war in the trenches.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so
And Lane Kiffin is the head coach of Ole Miss, and Ole Miss is 3-1. Ooh, that's going to be a nice game. Wisconsin versus Penn State. Number 15, Wisconsin versus number 9, Penn State.
Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. They've gotten off to
And so we'll see if Reed can get the coverage that he wants for Ole Miss. Damn, he didn't even have a chance to look.
Really nice play.
Who was blocking for him? Because number 17, I think that was Kelby. Yep, that was Kelby Collins. Was just unblocked.
Versatile and line up at different positions, but create havoc in the backfield, and that's what this guy has been able to do throughout his career.
The Rebels now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Trying play action. Hauls it in. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. It'll be 3rd and long.
And so now here we go.
Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down.
You can just start to sense the frustration building for this offense after that.
Well, I'm still finding sand where I thought that I've like rinsed off.
Find a rhythm in this game. Obviously, the defense, the big reason for that, but if this offense wants a chance to win, they have got to start stringing some completions together and get this quarterback in a better rhythm.
They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line.
And so now here we go again, Alabama.
Use the play fake now to throw. Now he'll let one fly down the left side. Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31. Here comes the offense on 1st down. The running back has it. At the 20, he's got space. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7.
This guy's been so much fun to watch all year long.
And so again, my front 4. I mean, look at this. You got 2. And modified QB run there. And we've basically taken this Oxford crowd out of the ball game here. And there you see the Mississippi State Bulldogs taking on the Razorbacks of Arkansas. North Carolina playing Northern Illinois in ACC play.
He'll bring it out. It's Kennedy. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. To say this has been a slow
And Kansas playing number 17 Texas.
They really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling.
And how is that not a safety?
And it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the
That should have been the safety.
But you got to continue to pick and pick and pick.
And Ole Miss now, 2nd and 21 on their own 1-yard line.
From the gun, running back on the move. You just can't go backwards. There he did, and they swarmed him for a safety. And they'll set up for the free kick from their own 20. Find some fresh air.
Going to bring it back to the Ole Miss 48.
They'll run this play from the pistol. They'll run it. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to handle.
And Ole Miss is just trying to stay in this ball game right now.
Make the defense tackle him, wear him out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
And this quarterback wasn't thinking about taking off and running with that one. He was outside the pocket.
And that's how you utilize your fullback right there.
He kept reading the coverage. He was surveying to find an open target. Accurate throw, and they get the first down.
And again, how are you not going to block my tight end?
He stopped just short of the goal line at the 1. An explosive play has him set.
I thought that.
So
Hold on. Oh, I can't challenge the play yet.
close to cashing it in for this offense.
Time has run out here on the first quarter.
So Alabama takes the lead into the quarter break. They largely dominated this first quarter as indicated by the stats.
I mean, look at this. They've only had 3 yards passing, negative 26. And the key to winning a football game is the time of possession. Because the longer you hold on to that football, the less likely your opponent has a chance to win it. And there you see the SEC standings. You see number 1 and number 2 is Alabama, Auburn, Georgia, Florida. And those are the top 4 that are undefeated. And then Ole Miss is ranked number 7. And
They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time.
what do you mean I don't get the snap off in time? What?
So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that.
I didn't realize
Alabama with their first set down to open the period. Motion from the back. Wide out trying to get it in. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Lost a throw again.
And there we go. Touchdown.
The offense puts up 6 with that kick to the end zone. If these guys wanted to make a statement, statement has been delivered.
It's your job to stop them. Oh, don't run the score up. Well, do something about it. The defense has
Exactly. Ole Miss has not done anything to really stop me. And Texas and Kansas are tied.
And he made the extra point without problem.
Which, by the way, I actually have Texas beating Ohio State, and I have LSU beating Clemson on opening week on August 30th. And I have Alabama beating Florida State 31-21.
But he stopped at the 9-yard line. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. And the last time they had the ball, they wound up giving up a safety, Jesse.
Yeah, that was ungood the last time they had the ball. So they got to do something here offensively to get into a rhythm, running and throwing the football. Try to find that consistency.
And try to find something.
And the best wide receiver just went out.
Things don't happen very often. Try to get some first downs together. Get some good mojo going.
He sends 2 wideouts right to the left on 2nd and 9. Under fire. Still looking.
Be impressed with this defense early in this game, guys. They've got to be weak. They are getting after
Reed just could do nothing.
multiple sacks. They thought coming into this game they could take advantage of this offensive line. That game plan is working.
Gives to the lone running back.
And Devin Harper, the right tackle for the miss, just went down.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll get set for the free kick after the safety. He's in open space downfield.
All right.
First play of the drive comes from the 41.
I'm going to try and give my defense some rest here.
This freshman makes the stop after a short
Going to try and run it here.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. This defense will try to force
And
it
Georgia
down
is
on
barely
third
beating
and
Utah
short from the
State. They're up
45.
3-0. Come on, Georgia.
Action fake. Now sliding to his left. It's caught. Ripping through the defense. They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30.
All right, let's try the left side because the right side seems to be dominant by number 5 there on the Ole Miss's right.
Showed you that accuracy on that play to get it first.
Didn't get
Second
much
and 9, only got a...
He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Lets it fly. Makes the grab. And tight coverage right there, but he makes the grab, and they've got it on the 11 and a red zone chance.
This offense is clicking, everything working together really well. Coordinator, quarterback, offensive line, good rhythm, good flow. Defense is going to have to find something to kind of mess up this timing they got going on.
And he was drilled just as he released
Damn.
the pass. It's incomplete.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
Got the back over the middle.
3rd and 3.
Completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can't pick up the first down without scoring. 3rd down. Coming. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7. They'll try to put 3 on the board as the field goal unit comes on. And the holder will spot it on the 14 for a 24-yard attempt. He switched the uprights and puts 3 on the board. Well, that's just piling.
Who do you all have winning opening week?
Just the mean.
Hope your college team wins.
And listen, y'all know in the booth,
Unless you're a Florida or Kentucky fan.
love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job trotting them out there.
Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. They'll give it to the back. Works his way ahead for 3. They'll spot it at the 18.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more
3rd and 10.
They can get off the field on 3rd and long. He'll keep it himself. And he'll lose yardage on this play. Loses 2 yards. Great job by the defense. And the Rebels send out the punt unit.
And we're almost at halftime here, ladies and gentlemen.
Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. So first play of the drive coming here from their own 49. One man in the backfield, and he gets it. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And you want to run the football.
And this is that 2-minute drill.
But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out.
Oh, he had that. Oh, damn, he had that.
Alabama with a lot of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. They'll run play action. On the move to his left. Complete downfield. Open space at the 25. Run out of bounds just before he can
caller is called has worked so far in this first half for the offense. They generated a really
Also, big
nice
shout out to Tater Beast. Big shout out to WSN RDD Raptor, Mad Titan Gaming, Blaze McCoy, Wally Johnson, Primetime Sean Sanders, Miles Stanley Ward, EBS Loves Gaming.
Motion from the wideout. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he'll step into the end zone. Alabama!
officially in blowout mode. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen so many explosive plays.
And Richard Young putting on a running back clinic here, folks. And Virginia just beat Syracuse.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead.
As Ole Miss just can't get anything going here, ladies and gentlemen.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Man, it just means more in the SEC, and take a look at how things are playing out here. Arkansas needs to pick up the pace, but this puppy is far from over. And with this crowd there in Fayetteville behind them, I'm kind of banking on a comeback. They're trailing by just 4 to Mississippi State. We'll keep an eye on things until the final horn in a game that could shake things up a bit in the SEC.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. He stopped in the back.
And Alabama just stopped.
To send a message he'll have to carry into halftime. Not what they had in mind to start this drive.
I mean, nothing Ole Miss can seem to do on offense working.
Looking to throw, it's Reed.
Holding on to the ball too long.
After him. Using his legs to buy some time. Several defenders there to get him on the ground. When you've already sent your punter out 4 times, at least he knows he's going to get his varsity letter, and his leg might get a bigger workout if they don't convert. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of
And that's the end of the quarter.
First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. A memorable first half of football so far today in Oxford. And talk about
Richard Young, man. 73 yards, 9 rushing attempts.
Has been giving rave reviews on a weekly basis, and through 2 quarters today, he's been a complete
He's been a bell cow, man. Like, just feed him the ball and he wins.
Very tough to quantify. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Vaught Hemingway.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. They're lined up and ready to kick off this second half.
And so here we go now, ladies and gentlemen.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Hampton.
Oh, Hampton almost broke away there.
Picked up an extra yard. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. Not sure they had to adjust much as they'll try to build on this lead. Touch pass on the run. Finds a little space. There he goes. He's at the 40. The 20. Touchdown tie. He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch him.
Really nice job working.
If I had continued going to the edge, I was going to be tackled, so I just did that little stutter step.
Out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he puts through the extra point. That drive not too taxing.
This game's pretty much over.
Just complete and utter dominance in this
And
one.
Alabama just destroyed Ole Miss.
Yeah,
59-14.
Phases of the game. Offense, defense, and special teams. This team came ready to play, and man, it was pedal to the metal right from the opening kickoff.
And that's how you like it. Forget the close games, forget the heartbreakers. Oh, this play can decide just.
So now we're officially 7-0. still can't catch Georgia in recruiting. They're ranked number 1 again. And Ohio State stealing some wide receivers from underneath my noses here. What's up, Prime? Glad to have you on, man. You are just joining us. We just destroyed Ole Miss. And right now I'm trying to nail down my recruiting class. Alright. How you been, Prime? I still can't figure out the other 2 challenges for Baldur's Gate. So I'm kind of at an impasse. And tomorrow we're getting the U-Haul. We'll be packing up. Then on Friday we're going to be starting our drive to go to Oklahoma. So for the next couple of days, there'll be videos via videos via the PlayStation. So you guys will get a break from actual video game content. Alright. Also, big shout out to Primetime Sean Sanders, ladies and gentlemen. You gotta check him out if you haven't. Alright, so here we go. And I get no one. Damn. Mississippi State's gonna be. Now this is another rivalry game here. Mississippi State versus Alabama. They've had a contentious rivalry, a cantankerous rivalry, if I'm not mistaken. Let's see who's on the Heisman watch real quick here. Ooh. So there's the race for the Heisman. Richard Young, who's our senior running back, is in first, followed by Matt Chadwick from Indiana, followed by the ledge linebacker, Kelby Collins, both my seniors in the mix for a Heisman. Followed by Kenny Minchie at Georgia and Demond Williams Jr. Number 2, USC. So does that mean Auburn lost? Did Auburn lose? Haha. I think Auburn lost. Hold on. Let's see who the top 25. Yes. So Auburn lost to Duke. Look at this. Auburn was 5-0. They lost 21-10 to number 18 Duke. So now this is your top 25 right now. So we have Alabama, followed by USC, followed by Georgia. It's gonna be a 3-day drive. It's gonna be a 3-day drive between me and Steph driving. So we got a lot of stuff to load up. So bye East Coast. It's been fun going back to the Midwest. And so the only unbeaten teams right now are Alabama, USC, Georgia, Arizona, and Florida and Texas Tech. And then down here at the bottom, 2 dark horse teams in North Carolina and East Carolina, number 22 and number 3 respectively. Both could be playing. Dude, stranger things have happened. Stranger things have happened. So we're going to find out August 30th. Can Texas beat the reigning defending national champions Ohio State? Or will Ohio State spoil Archie Manning's coming out party, if you will? Then you have Clemson versus LSU. 2 traditional powerhouses in their respective conferences. Can Garrett Nussmeier and Brian Kelly knock off Gade Klubnik and who's Clemson's head coach? I can't remember his name. I can't think of his name. Damn it. But anyway, ladies and gentlemen, our next college football video will be Alabama versus Mississippi State. And I thank you all for joining me. So I'll be living about an hour away from Norman, which is where Oklahoma is. So if I really wanted to go get a coaching job, that's the college that I would send my resume to, because that is the dream. I would love to coach. I would love to be on the sidelines. I would love to be designing plays. And that's the reason why I do these videos for you guys, because I love football. I love talking football. You can ask Steph. I'm obsessed with it. I talk football at my work. I talk football with my friends. I'm football 24/7, even in the off season. Like, I'm analyzing fantasy drafts, and I'm analyzing up and coming recruits across the nations. And even though I love my Crimson Tide with a passion, I would love to see a team that's never won the national championship actually do it this year. And it would bust that playoff wide open to where we could get more teams in the playoffs. Like, I would love to see a team like UVA or Delaware or UCLA or Washington or Oregon even, win the national championship, or at least make it into the playoffs. Hell, I wouldn't even mind if the University of Southern California got back to the championship game. They haven't been in the championship game since, 2004? Back when Reggie Bush and Matt Leinart were a dangerous combination. Which, think about it, if New Orleans had drafted Matt Leinart and Reggie Bush together, maybe they would have won the Super Bowl sooner. But they went out and they got Drew Brees and Mark Ingram and won a Super Bowl. But still, I digress. I really think that you guys like this series. I hope you football fans out there like this series. And for my fans overseas, like in London, Sweden, I am going to get back to doing games like Spider-Man, Batman Arkham City, God of War, Assassin's Creed. Okay, that's coming down the pipeline. Yes. As a matter of fact, I actually spoke to a high school coach this off season, and we had a conversation. He had me review some film, and he was like, "You have the raw passion to be a coach, but you need to go to school to get your degree." Because I was able to diagnose a defensive play. I was able to, tell him what coverage it was, and I was able to diagnose what play the offense was going to do, which it was a halfback option. And so the passion's there. I just got to do the schooling, which costs a lot of money, which right now, having a second kid on the way isn't feasible. I will always put my family first and my dreams on the back burner. So, but thank you all for watching. I will see you guys same breakdown time, same breakdown place. And again, check out my friends, Primetime Sean Sanders, EBS Loves Gaming, Miles Stanley Ward, Blaze McCoy, Jesse Jackhammer, Atticus Black, Crushing Kelly Black, and Logan Windsor. And if you guys like this video, smash that like button and let me know what series you want me to do next. I'll see you guys in 3 days.